Yeah. Oh wait, on second thought. OMG. Hi guys. Hi. Welcome back to On Second Thought. It is Sophie, and I hope you guys are doing so good. I hope everyone's having a splendastical day. I'm sitting here in my apartment recording this episode. I had to just, talk to you guys. So this week, I thought I would talk about how to make friends. Or not even how to make friends, but just the general idea of making friends and how interesting that is to me, and looking at my own life and what I've gone through with just making friends and having friends and losing friends and etc. And so I thought that I would just talk to you guys about that, because I think that everybody can relate to that in some way. Everyone's always had, I can't speak for everyone, but generally, I feel like everyone has had friend problems, or, figuring out how to become new friends with somebody, or dealing with something in a long-term friendship, you guys are fighting, whatever. So yeah, let's talk about it. Also, I am a little stuffy, so I'm sorry if I sound a little, gross. I just needed to say that. Anyways, also, if you're watching on video, first time I'm filming in the day. I always film at night because I'm I want to get cozy, but filming during the day because I have so much time today. And yeah, let's get into this. So let's talk about me going to college, because I feel like that's really where I have learned how to make friends from literally square one. In high school, middle school, elementary school, whatever, you have to make friends, but it's not clear in my mind when I had to reach out to those friends and when I had to really make an effort, because I think that there's always that underlying sense of friendship because you go to school with this person, or you've known them for a long time, just kind of very loosely, and then you get closer because you have classes together and you just go to high school together. And I went to a small high school, so it just kind of happens. I never really had to reach out to anyone and be and start from square one. I would have classes with people and we would talk in classes, and then outside of that we would just go to the beach or hang out in groups, and just kind of became friends. And I kind of feel I have a lot of very baseline friends that I know that I could hang out with in a group. And then I have my smaller circle of friends who are my really, really, really close friends that I can literally hang out and we can just talk for hours. And I feel everyone kind of has those types of friends. But that is kind of my experience in high school with friends. I definitely had to learn a lot about the type of people that I wanted to be surrounded by, and learning also a lot about how to be on my own and not have a best friend and not be super close with one person, and making sure that I opened up to the right people, because I think that high school, a lot of people are just trying to make sure that they have friends, and I kind of was at a point where I didn't really have very many friends, and it was really fucking hard. I just my junior year, I felt I was pretty alone, and I wanted to have friends, and I was trying to but it was also am I really gonna put myself in a situation where I have to hang out with people that I don't like? So therefore I was alone a lot. I had my boyfriend, but he was at college. So, it's just kind of something that I went through. And I think that honestly, it made me so much stronger, because now I feel so comfortable being alone. I've really learned a lot about myself. And again, kind of going back to my Be Your Own Bestie episode, I've really learned how to be my own bestie. And I think that all started in high school when I was alone and I had to really get creative with myself and my time, and making sure that I wasn't feeling like really down about missing out on what other people were doing. Like, regardless, I think I was really feeling left out. A lot of FOMO, if you will, because I just didn't have like that best friend group kind of life. And I think I thought I was missing out on a lot, but then I realized that maybe I'm not missing out. And now, like, the friends that I do have that are my really, really close friends that I love so much, I feel like I am just so happy to be able to have such strong connections with those people, rather than having like good stories, or I don't know, you know what I mean? Good stories to tell from high school, or like good times in high school, because it's like, I did have a good time in high school. It was great. I got through, I went to party, I don't know, played sports, like I laughed a lot, and it was really like a good time. But like at the end of the day, I'm not going to remember like those moments when I didn't have friends, because now I'm in a place where I do have really good friends, and I have good friends that I can reach out to from home, or that are also at college, and you know, whatever. But now let's talk about college and the transition from growing up in a little tiny town to moving to New York City, going to a school that doesn't have a campus. Like, we don't have a campus, essentially. We have buildings. It's not like NYU. NYU is literally massive, and they have more like of a campus. They have sports. They have like kind of more of like a college-y aspect feeling, as much as you can in a city. But for us, we are a tiny school. We're like, so it's like, I don't even know how many kids go to our school, but like, it's really small. It's like one main building. There's like a lot of surrounding buildings, but there's not a lot of like college camaraderie, or like, what's the word? School spirit, I guess you could say. Like, there's not too much of that. It's very like, it can feel very isolating, because like, well, it's like, okay, well, Parsons is the new school, is the name of my school, and then there's Parsons, and there's some other schools, but Parsons is the one that I'm at. And Parsons is really intimidating, because this is like one of the top design schools in the world, I would say. So like, to be going to school with all these other people that are so talented, it can be really intimidating. And also, people can be really not friendly at all. Like, not friendly. So it's been hard to like learn how to make friends. And then like last year was my first year here. That was, I didn't even have any friends the first semester. So I'm going home at Christmas, and all of my friends are like, or people, not even my friends, but just people that I knew, like my parents' friends, whatever, like they were like, so how do you like New York? Like, are you having the best time? And I'm like, you know, I'm like, yeah, it's so great. Like, putting on this front, essentially saying I'm doing so great, I'm having such a great time, when in reality, I had one friend. I actually had literally one friend, and I'm still friends with her, and I love her so much, and we definitely like helped each other through, I think. Her, like, she helped me a lot, I would say, because she was able to make friends really quickly, but like, I just had a hard time with it. I think I didn't realize that I had to put in a lot of effort. Like, what? So yeah, like, it's just really interesting to have to create this whole new friendship, because you don't know anybody. You literally don't know anyone. And it's just like weird to me. Like, the only time you're going to really know someone is if you have a class with them and if you talk to them in that class. But you can have classes with people for a whole semester, not speak a word to them, and never ever speak a word to them. Like, that's just kind of how it goes, I guess, here. I don't know. So yeah, made one friend in my first semester, and she's actually one of my like suite mates. So that was easy. But like, I didn't have any class friends. I have one who I'm still friends with now. She and we started just kind of talking about our life, our boyfriends, because we were kind of going through the same thing in our relationships. And we started talking about that. And then we kind of like, there was like a strike with the teachers. And then we kind of like got became friends like second semester, and it was great. And I love her too. Like, I think the friends that I made, I really do enjoy. But it took me a while to realize, like, wow, okay, like, I'm the problem. Like, I need to start reaching out to people. I need to start asking people if they want to just go have lunch, if they want to, like, study together, if they want to grab a coffee before or after class. Like, it sounds so, like, awkward, but when you're in it and when you're in trying to figure out how to make friends, coffee, lunch, go to a bookstore, go thrifting, go, I don't know, sit in a park. Like, there's just, like, little things that you can do to be able to, like, have a conversation with that person so that you can kind of get to know them and get to feel whatever, and then you get comfortable with them, and then you can keep doing. And it's just like, you kind of have to start somewhere, you know what I mean? So that was my first semester, and I was, like, really worried because I'm like, great, I don't have any friends. So then I went back spring semester with no friends, two friends, and then I started making friends in my classes because I started reaching out to people and I started talking to people, and it was great. And now I have some really great friends because of that. But I did have to learn, like, who I liked actually and who I was just friends with because I had class with them. And yeah, so that's cool. Like, that's definitely one thing that's hard, because if you have a friend that you have class with, whatever, and then you kind of realize, hey, maybe I don't actually like this person, then that can be tough, because you can't get rid of them. You can't get away from them until the end of the semester, when you're like, okay, bye. I mean, you could slowly stop hanging out with them, which is what I did, because I was like, I can't do this. Like, I literally cannot hang out with you. You make me feel like shit. So you just kind of have to, like, not hang out with them and, like, this and that, you know. And then it'll be fine, and kind of, like, just talk to them in class. But yeah, it's really weird, especially when you don't have, like, sororities and stuff to make friends. Like, I look at people that I know that are in sororities and going to, like, big colleges and all that have 1,000 friends, and I'm like, okay, like, yeah, like, good for you. Especially first year of college, when I had one friend, I was like, where are my 1,000 friends? Why do I not have a bunch of blonde friends who are in bikinis all the time? Oh, that's right, I'm not in a sorority. That's why I don't have these friends. Anyways, I've come to terms with, like, that's just not what I want. Like, I want really good friends, and not saying that those people aren't really good friends with those people, whatever, but, like, I like my friends, and I like that I have a small group of friends. I'd rather have, like, a small, tight-knit group of friends than a huge group of friends that I don't really know that well. My opinion, you know? Anyways, I think that making friends in general, it's pretty hard. Like, especially with, like, phones. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I feel like everyone, like, no one talks to each other anymore. No one fucking makes conversation anymore. And, like, I watch my mom when she comes to visit me here, and she's always kind of, like, making conversation with people in the elevators of my building, and, like, kind of just, like, making conversation very easily. And, like, we have lost that in our generation. Like, we do not just casually have a little convo, because, you know, with that convo, that little 2-minute conversation, you could learn about where this person goes to school. Oh my god, I literally go there too. Oh my god, what's your, like, you know, like, it can open up this whole window of new ideas, and then similar interests, whatever, new friendship. And I think that we need to get back into that. And it's so hard, because I am aware of that, and I want to try to, like, do that and talk to people and have a conversation, but, like, people my age are so closed off to even having, like, exchanging a fucking smile in the elevator. No, they are looking down at their phones, like, trying not to make eye contact. It's like, can we like go to like an etiquette class or something, or like learn how to not be socially awkward? Like, yeah, sure, people are actually socially awkward that can't do whatever. But if you just don't want to talk to someone because you don't want to interact with them, like, I don't know, it makes me a little sad, because I'm like, there's so many people in this world, and like there's so many people that we all share like something similar. We could like, and we just can't find each other because we're not even making an effort to like reach out and like try and talk. I don't know. That's a whole tangent, but like for real. So the other thing that I'm dealing with is when you're friends with someone and then you realize that they're actually like a terrible person. I realized that about someone. I don't think they listen because they don't like me. Because, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I think it's really frustrating when I put in all this effort to really be friends with this person. Like, I thought that we were going to be really good friends, and then they are just actually this really mean person, and then they were being mean to me, and I just was like, okay, I'm over this. And the shitty thing is that I mentioned before, I have class with them, so that's cool. So then I just gotta like deal with that until the end of the semester. And honestly, I don't care, because the way that this person made me feel, I was like, I don't want anyone to ever be able to make me feel this way. And I didn't let them get me down, like what they were saying, but I knew that like if I continue to like be in this friendship, it's just gonna get worse, and they're gonna think that they can walk all over me. And I'm like, no, sorry, actually, I don't want to put up with this. Like, I have too much other things going on. Like, I don't want to be your emotional punching bag. Like, and anyways, I just had to get that off my chest, because like it's wild to me that like I really opened up myself. I feel like I opened up so quickly to this person, and then really quickly they turned against me. Not against me, but like kind of turned it back on me, and I just, saw their true colors, and that just sucks. But also, I have to say there was a silver lining to it, because now I can get out of this. I can, back it out, like do a little moonwalk backwards out of this friendship, because I didn't invest years into this and take abuse, whatever, just take their meanness on, because I was like, whatever. I saw it early, and they showed it to me early, and I kind of am like, thank you for that, because now I don't have to deal with you. Now I don't have to put up with this, because that's just ridiculous to me. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing good in your own friendships, and I hope that you have friends that make you truly happy. One thing that you can like measure, measure your friendship by is like how they respond to your achievements, and how they respond to you talking like about yourself in a way. Like, if they are really excited for you and encouraging, and like honestly genuinely seem like they want the best for you, and like are constantly telling you what they, not constantly, but like, telling you they're proud of you, and this and that, and kind of like you feel happy around them, that that's a genuine friendship. And I think that you can really tell when it's not, when they are taking you down, and when you can feel them trying to take you down. This person that I was referring to earlier, I told them about my podcast, and no congratulations, no sense of excitement, honestly seemed kind of mad, like low-key, like jealous. And I just am like, I didn't see it until they really, showed me their true colors, and I was like, I kind of saw, now I look back on that and I'm like, okay, so like you did that on purpose, because you're not happy for me, and like you don't want what's best for me. You want to make room for yourself in my life, honestly, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. So always make sure that you're friends with people that want what's best for you no matter what, and are going to help you get what's best for you, and like encourage you and push you towards a place of joy. Honestly, that's all that you should want to get out of a friendship, is just happiness and companionship and just joy, and be happy, because at the end of the day, being happy makes your body feel better. Like literally though, like I'm not even joking, like when you're happy and when you're surrounded by people that like literally make you laugh until you get abs, until your stomach is literally getting abs, that's what you want. That's how you know you have some good friends. Like it just makes me so happy. I like talked to my boyfriend, and he's going to school in New Zealand, and we were talking about how happy we are with our friends, and he was telling me that he literally, his stomach hurt so bad because how hard they were laughing. And like that just makes me so happy, because like I love to see him happy, and I also feel the same way. Like I literally love laughing with my friends, and every single time I'm with them, like we laugh so hard, and it's just like it feels so good, and it feels like I shouldn't be measuring it by this, but like it feels like an achievement, or like to be surrounded by friends that make me this happy. So like, yeah, I don't know. I want everyone to have really good friends. And I think that that's literally like one of the best ways to make sure you have a good life, is by the people that you surround yourself with, because it's really important. And you don't want people that take advantage of you around you, because that's going to cause stress. It's just going to cause more tension. And it's like, if you can't talk to them about your problems, then it's like, that sucks, because it's like you have this problem. Like it's just really difficult, because friendships can be very deep, and there's so many different layers. And I think that no friendship is the same as another. Like it's like friendships are like snowflakes, if you will. Like no matter what, like you could have a 3 group, whatever, what is that called? A thruple? I don't know. A group of 3, a friend group of 3, I guess. Anyways, and 2 of them could be really close, and then others, I mean, also like 3 friend groups, I feel like generally I try to stay away from, because no matter what, 2 of them are always going to be closer, and someone's going to be left out. And I would hate that. I would hate to be the 2 in a friend group, like me being one of the 2, and the third is feeling left out. And anyways, like every friendship is different. And I think that that's the strength of friends, is like you can go to a different friend for whatever problem, or I mean, honestly, you should be able to go to any of your friends for any problem, but like, you could talk to this friend about, oh my god, you and this friend love Harry Potter, and you guys can talk about Harry Potter for days together. Or like this other friend really loves Ryan Gosling, and you guys can talk about Ryan Gosling together. Like, like your friends can all have different interests, but also like you have similar interests to each of your friends. So like it's just, I don't know, it's honestly, I'm getting really deep now, but it's very beautiful. Like I love my friends, and I love that like how different each of my friends are, and I really value like everything that they bring to me, and like what they have to offer to like my mind. Like I feel like all of my friends just like have a lot to teach me. Like I learn a lot from my friends. Like one of my friends, she's always giving me book recommendations, shout out, and every time I read one of the books she recommends, I always love it. And I always love that she's thinking about me when she's thinking of books to recommend me. Or my other friend, she's a fashion design major, and she like is creating these really intricate designs, and I'm just like so fascinated by it, because it's like I'm not passionate about this, but it's amazing to watch you be so passionate about it. And I love it. And I think that love your friends, give them a hug, because all of our friends are just so unique, and it's amazing. And we are all unique in our own selves, and we have something to offer to everybody that we are connected with. And yeah, anyways, that was really deep. I don't know if that was, but I think it was pretty deep. So just like be patient. Okay, anyways, to sum up, be patient when you're making friends, because although like you can become friends with someone very quickly, and that's great, like it does take time to really build a strong friendship, and really getting to know a person, because you can click with someone really quickly, but then maybe you could realize, well, actually they are not a good person, or you just have really different interests, or they just treat you in a weird way, or like, so just like be aware when you're making new friendships, but also be open-minded and give yourself time, give the other person time and like space, because everyone has their shit. And yeah, so yeah, making friends is really strange, but what will we do without our friends? Like, I could keep talking about friends for hours. Like, friendships are so special because unlike relationships, they lack that added layer of like, well, okay, sexual chemistry. Like, there's no like, you're not making out, you're not kissing and stuff. Like, you're literally just connecting on a level of interest, basically. Like, I mean, I don't know what you guys do with your friends, but personally, I'm not like kissing my friends. Like, of course I love them, but I don't love them in a romantic way. Like, it's really interesting to me. And I think that it's amazing to be able to cultivate so many strong friendships. Yeah. Wow, that was really deep. Anyways, let us pick a self-care tip of the day. But first I have to grab the bowl, so hold on. Okay, here we are. Got the bowl. Let's pick this thing. Hopefully it's not a repeat, because I don't think I took them out. This is a good one. Okay, I'm so excited to share about this. Okay, so it says sleep with a satin bonnet or silk. But I mean, silk is pretty expensive and a little inhumane, is it not? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to sell you this. If you have hair, you need to be sleeping with a silk bonnet. Yeah. People say sleep with a satin silk pillowcase, which I do, which is good for your skin. And I'll get into that if you guys want me to. But sleeping with a bonnet is much different than sleeping with a pillowcase, because your hair isn't being exposed to like your hands or whatever. I don't know how you sleep, but like if you like grab your hair, like it's an added layer of protection, on top of like keeping it, protected, I guess. Because like the pillowcase, it's just open, and I feel like your hair can still get kind of knotted, but in the bonnet, like it's really protected. So like I'm not trying to like take credit for this. Like, people have been sleeping with bonnets forever. But recently I have like just been sleeping with one since like this summer, and it has changed my hair. Like, okay, maybe it doesn't look so good right now, I can't see it, but it's made my hair like softer than when I would sleep just like on a regular cotton pillowcase. So now let me tell you about sleeping on a satin pillowcase, because there are so many benefits, and you need to get one for your skin. Like, okay, so did you know that cotton is really rough on your skin when you're sleeping, and it can cause wrinkles? Yeah, it's true. There's like a lot of studies done on it, and just because like there's less friction when you're sleeping on a satin pillowcase, so your skin is more it's more hydrated because the pillowcase isn't absorbing like the oils in your face the same way that cotton does. And also like it's, there's not as much friction to your face. It's just slipping across this thing like willy-nilly. It's just like, it's much better for you. So highly recommend. If you don't get a bonnet, which like, do your thing, I highly recommend a satin pillowcase just because it's just like revolutionary, like not really, but it's just gonna like change your life if you haven't ever slept on one, because like I notice the difference in my skin compared to when I sleep on cotton. And I'm like worried if I have to sleep on I'm gonna start bringing satin pillowcases with me when I travel if I have to sleep on like in a hotel bed, even though I don't really go to hotel, whatever. Anyways, you guys need to get a satin pillowcase. I mean, this little self-care tip was for a bonnet, but like, it's up to you. But I recommend the bonnet. I recommend it because like your hair is just extra protected in there and it keeps it extra safe. So I hope that you guys will consider it. And I hope you guys are doing the other little self-care tips that I've recommended, because gotta take good care of yourself. There's a quote that I read. Self-care is not selfish. It's not, guys. Because, you are your most important person to yourself, or at least you should be. Because you are important. You are so important. And I just want what's best for you, and I just want you to feel so good and healthy, and I want your hair to be looking silky and your skin to be looking super silky and dewy and etc. And so I just want everyone to be taking good care of yourself. So let's so wear your sunscreen. I think that was the first one. Scrape your tongue and sleep on a satin pillowcase or with a bonnet, or both. Highly recommend both. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I love you so much, and I will see you next week. Bye.
Yeah. Oh wait, on second thought,